I've been a member of the Labor Party for more than 38 years, a period longer than probably 95% of the current Labor caucus. I've spent a lifetime working in the party and the trade union movement. I'm a trade unionist and a social democrat. Labor is my party. I believe in a Labor Party that is broad, that can encompass a wide spectrum of opinion. There's a place for a person like me, as there is a place for a person like Greg Donnelly. And while Greg and I may hold diametrically opposed views on a range of issues, I respect Greg as a person of conviction, who represents a body of opinion that should be able to be accommodated in a party such as Labor, and I believe there is room in the Labor Party for those who hold opinions like mine. I fear, however, there is a growing intolerance in the Labor Party for dissent that is stultifying the party's internal culture, and it is producing a stale groupthink. I think we must defend our internal deliberations, the right of dissident voices, not just to pay lip service to it, but to actually defend it. It's why I publicly defended Fatima Payman when she crossed the floor on a matter of principle and voted in a way that was consistent with the party platform. If we do not accommodate dissent, then it finds a home elsewhere and Labor becomes a narrow party devoid of debate, the kind of debate that is essential to the party. It helps to recognise mistakes when they are made and provides a pathway for renewal and new directions. But my experience has been that the party is increasingly centralised and authoritarian in its disposition. I'm well known to have dissenting opinions in regard to the struggle of the Palestinian people for justice, a position that is at odds with the current leadership position of the party, both at a state and federal level. Last year, at the party's state conference, I sought to speak in the debate on the question of Palestine. I was told by a senior party official that I would not be allowed to speak because he could not be sure that what I said would not, in his words, harm the Labor Party. It is often argued that we should keep our debates inside party forums. But what option are we given if even in the forums where debates are supposed to occur, dissenting voices are not allowed to be heard? Earlier this week in the Labor caucus, I sought to make pointed criticisms of the Premier in respect to the issues of Palestine and protest. In the meeting, I was howled down, abused, told I should resign from the Labor Party, and a motion was moved to gag me from speaking. In my entire time in the Parliament, I have never witnessed such an event. No apology has been received for the bullying behaviour I was forced to endure. It is deeply disturbing that the caucus appears incapable of entertaining dissenting views and took the step that it did. What happened this week can only confirm in the minds of caucus members that it is best to keep quiet, exacerbating a climate of intimidation that is corrosive of genuine debate. My critique of the Premier was a political critique. It was a critique of the government. It was not a personal attack on the Premier as an individual, but a criticism of his handling of a number of matters relating to the issues of the day. As members of Parliament, we must always put the public interest first, and we must do this regardless of the personal cost. During the caucus debate, I could see the fear in the faces and hear it in the voices of my colleagues. They were concerned that this type of conflict could cost them their seats or their ministries. It is this fear that is driving a risk-averse culture in our party. But the challenges that we face as a society require bold government. The solutions we require are full of political risk. The problems like war, climate catastrophe, dislocating technological change, and the growing gulf of inequality are not going to be solved by whispered conversations in quiet corners of government. We have to be able to debate our differences. I'm a public official. I'm obliged to speak up publicly. It is what those in the party that have sent me here expect me to do. I have done it, regardless of the potential harm it has done to my political career, and I will continue to do it. I will use the one platform still available to me, this Parliament, for as long as I am able, to raise issues, to raise concerns, to be a critical voice, to speak up for workers and for Labor values, and I make no apology for that.